evening to whoever is watching this video. We are in conversation with Dr. Shweta. So, as most of you know, she is the founder of Vishwam Wellness Center in Dombivli. She's an author of the book called Indian Ethos in Management. First of all, she's a psychologist with a PhD in alternative medicine. And she has personally coached more than 3,000 people and helped them transform their lives. And I have personally attended her meditation sessions, and they are very effective, very simple, very easy to follow. So, Dr. Shweta, thank you so much for agreeing to do this live session with me.
Thank you so much, Hetal, and thank you for inviting me for this session. I'm very honored. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Dr. Shweta, tell me, why is mental health so important? हम लोग, we focus so much on physical health कि हमको कुछ गलत खाना नहीं चाहिए, हम मोटे हो जाएंगे, हमको exercise करना चाहिए. लेकिन people often forget to focus on their mental health. So mental health इतना important क्यों है और हमको कैसे उसका ध्यान रखना चाहिए?
First of all, it is because like physical health is visible. Like you can see someone whether they are healthy or not. So it is more of kind of socially everybody expects somebody to look good, to be physically fit. Mental health is not visible. Okay, so if anybody is going through a lot of pain or trauma, that is not visible. So whatever is going inside, people are not very vocal about what is happening. Okay, so when people don't discuss that, then that is not given any attention. So anything like if somebody is having fever or somebody is having any pain in the body, so they know that they have to go to a doctor because they're feeling that discomfort. But and they can compare it. Okay, I am feeling this physical pain, you are not feeling. Okay, I might have a problem. I'm having this fever, that person is not having, that means I have a problem. But mental health is something which is not easily discussed upon. So if somebody is having any kind of a pain mentally or emotionally, they're not able to make out whether it is something normal or it is something common. Okay, it is something an exception or it is very common. So they don't discuss it and they don't feel the need to go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist. Moreover, there is a lot of taboo associated with mental health. If sometimes if somebody like says that I had been to a psychologist or psychiatrist, so they feel like people would feel that something wrong with me, I'm a pagal ho gaya na, I am gone mad or something. I have many clients who actually, they would be telling me, like, if at all we meet somewhere, please never tell that, I am your client. Just tell that I'm your friend. So, because there is a lot of pressure from the society, no matter they're just having a normal counseling for, some depression or something, not a very serious mental disorder, also suppose, but still they are like having that some kind of discomfort that nobody should come to know. So maybe as a society also we have to evolve to understand and give more importance to mental health.
Right. Okay. So, but why do we feel stressed so? Because अभी हम लोग सब लोग घर पर है, तो हम लोग we are constantly in stress. हम लोग को लगता था कि अरे घर पे रह के we will get some peace of mind, but that is not the case. Even personally, बहुत stress आता है. तो why do we feel so stressed? And what are some of the symptoms of stress and how we can cope with it?
Okay, see, first of all, change is something which is not easily accepted by people. Okay, so what happens is, stress happens because of the sudden change. Nobody expected this pandemic to be there. So it is somewhere people are not actually expecting this kind of a huge change to happen. Given that thing, now that suddenly there is a lot of change related to, you have to stay at home 24 by 7, you can't go out, you can't meet people, as well as it is like some financial tensions are there. So people tend to get stressed out because they're not sure about what is going to happen in the future. So stress is something which is a very common thing which we do experience even on a daily basis when without the pandemic. Okay, but the thing is stress can be healthy also, not that all the stress has to be very bad stress. जैसे कि like as an example, अगर आपको stress नहीं रहेगा, tension नहीं रहेगा, तो आप एग्जाम्स का कुछ तैयारी नहीं करने वालों, आप इंटरव्यू का कोई तैयारी नहीं करने वालों, you won't be having any goal for your future. Just because you have stress, oh what would happen, I have to prepare, so you do it. So it is a positive stress. But the negative stress happens when you are like totally overwhelmed with the feeling as to I am not able to do my daily routine in a proper way. At this time of pandemic, that negative stress is too high because people are not able to carry on with their routine work because they're continuously worried about what is going to happen. So that is how like the stress is right now very high because of the uncertainty that what is going to happen. Now what are certain symptoms of stress is like probably you're not able to sleep well, or you have indigestion issues at times, or you're like totally having a bit of mood swings, a lot of mood swings at times, a lot of negative thinking, okay, hyperacidity or some pain. These could be some of the symptoms which people could be experiencing during this time of pandemic, okay, this time of stress. Or continuously you might be worried like, am I going to fall sick? So it is one kind of a process which is like repeating. So that could be the symptoms right now.
Okay. And what about loneliness? Because there are here in the US, there are so many students who are living alone. India में भी, और across the world बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो they're living alone, they're living independently, and in these times they feel so lonely. They don't have anyone who they can talk to. So how do you deal with those kind of situations?
Loneliness is something जो serious होते जा रहा है. To have all the people at home but still you feel lonely because you don't know what to talk to. अभी जब लोग रोज बाहर जाके आते हैं, okay, then they have some topic to talk on. Okay, that I went out to my office, I met such and such person or the colleague or a client. Okay, so you go to a college, you meet your friend, and you come home, you have something to share. But now that everybody is at home, they don't have any topic to share. Okay, so though they are like everybody is at home, but they are feeling lonely because they are not having enough topics to talk on. And people who already live separately, they don't have a human interaction, much of human interaction. ज्यादा लोगों से मिलना नहीं होता है. अगर बाहर भी जाते हैं तो आपका जो काम है वो फटाफट करके आ जाते हैं. So just complete the work and come home. So you don't actually talk to people. So that is leading to loneliness. But let us understand loneliness. Right now, it is more about how you utilize your time rather than think about oh I'm lonely, because certain things we have to accept now. We can't immediately go and socialize with people. So everybody, whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, you are going to feel a bit of lonely, okay, irrespective of your nature. Okay, so but irrespective of your personality, so this being the thing, now what is about, you just have to focus on managing your time. Okay, let us be practical here. It is about, if you are like having 8 hours at your disposal. Now if you know what to do for those 8 hours, then you don't feel lonely. You feel lonely when you don't know what to do with those 8 hours. Then you are looking for some support outside. You want to like get in touch with people, or you want people to help you to spend those 8 hours. Now that you are not going to have people to help you spend those 8 hours, it is more about how you plan to spend those 8 hours. Okay, कि आप जितना वो प्लान करते हैं कि आप आपका टाइम कैसे स्पेंड करेंगे, तो आपके लिए वो आसान होगा लोनलीनेस को झेलना. लोनलीनेस तब होता है जब आपको समझ में नहीं आता, टाइम है लेकिन करे क्या, कोई नहीं है. तो अभी थोड़ा दिन तो हमको वो एक्सेप्ट करना है कि थोड़ा दिन कोई नहीं रहेगा अपने साथ, तो हम वो जो 8 घंटे या 10 घंटे या 5 घंटे, वॉट एवर द टाइम, हाउ टू स्पेंड इट. ओके, इफ वी प्लान अबाउट इट, देन इट इज इजी टू गेट आउट ऑफ लोनलीनेस. वी विल जस्ट टेक वन डे एट अ टाइम. आज हमको क्या करना है, टुडे हाउ टू स्पेंड द टाइम. Okay, so likewise, if you could just split up one day at a time, it is quite easy to tackle loneliness. So for that, there are certain points like how you can focus on being happy. Okay, so focus on how to bring happiness in your day-to-day life at this particular pandemic time. Okay, so first is like try to keep yourself as cheerful as possible. जैसे कि रोज क्या होता है कि जब जैसे लाइक घर पे रहते हैं, खास तौर से लाइक लेडीज के भी बारे में मुझे बोलना है आज. ओके, वी हैव टू एड्रेस दिस वुमेन इमोशनल हेल्थ. Okay, so women would be like all the time, even men that way, when they are at home, like even work from home, they just dress up that time, and then they are like at a very bad shape, or no, not dressing up, and women continue to wear the same 3-4 set of clothes. Okay, so it is like you stop to groom yourself altogether. तो आप बार बार खुद को देखते, you feel very dull. Okay, so take some time. Okay, try to dress up, थोड़ा अच्छे से ड्रेस कीजिएगा, सामने देखिए मिरर में, खुश हो जाइए. It would cheer your mood. Okay, so that is one thing. Second thing is you can do some small a bit of meditation or some pranayam. Meditation or pranayam are not difficult, very easy. It is just about, you know, observing your breath. Okay, as well as certain small tips I would be sharing about it at the end of the session. Okay, certain some tips on meditation and pranayam which anybody and everybody can do. Watch some rom-com movies, कुछ romantic comedy movie देखिए. Okay, थोड़ा अच्छा लगेगा. बहुत सारा, you can even make a list of the things which you have been planning for. This I have to watch, that I have to watch, but you know you didn't watch. So probably you can just download those movies. You can watch. You can have some time. The other day, you know, we were watching like some movies like Chupke Chupke and all, very old movie. But it was all fun. It was all comedy. It was like nice. And when you are with the family, you watch some common movies and you will like enjoy. Okay, so it is like you watch some rom-com movies. Okay, take up some habit or hobby. Okay, कुछ hobby रहेगा. Okay, look for it. And you can there are so many support courses which are available right now. You can learn some hobby. Okay, you can learn something new depending upon what you like. Okay, do some if you see, you know, according to psychologists, whatever research they have done, even if you could do like 7 minutes of some activity like a dance or yoga or exercise, 7 minutes, I'm not also talking about a 1 hour or a couple of hours. Even if you're doing 7 minutes of any physical activity, yoga, dance or exercise, you would be happy. Okay, your mind would your brain would actually release those happy chemicals. Okay, which would keep you happy, which would keep you cheerful. Okay, so then you can listen to some songs, whatever you like. Don't go for some sad songs at this time. Okay, better to go for some, you know, songs related to friendship or love, or something which could cheer you up. Okay, read some positive books. Okay, some motivational books, some positive books, some good biographies which would help you to think very positive, how so many people have struggled in life but now they are out of it. So that those things could be helpful. As well as if you are having that like inclination to write, you if you like to write some poems and stories. Even if you don't know, but you can try. It doesn't have to make any sense. You can write whatever you want, but you know, it could be one of the technique I tell to people who have a lot of aggression or irritation. Okay, so some of the clients also, I tell them to write something, okay, as a rhyme. Okay, and try to put your frustration into it. Okay, so then they start to rhyme it, something like they, if somebody doesn't like a person, like so they can like rhyme it out. They like write a line. Okay, and then they write a something, and then they try to rhyme it in a comical way. You have to bring out some comical adjective to make it funny, and then they start to laugh. Then they are like feeling a bit better, and they're out of that frustration, and they're out of any kind of a irritation. So you can just make some verses or stories just to make it light, keep it light. But you can go for, you know, writing poems or stories. That would be very helpful. Yeah. So
Right.
these would be certain things which could keep you happy. especially now coming to the women, okay, women health, certain things which is a serious thing which I wanted to say about, women. I think women, especially Indian women, are a very neglected lot. Now that we also had this topic about like Indian women, you had certain questions, so you can ask about that. This being the topic, so let us discuss on that too. Yeah.
Okay. So there is this question which I personally had. How, if you're talking to a friend, let's say, and that friend is feeling stressed or depressed, how do you know that that person is not well, or what can you do from your side to make that person feel happier? मतलब हमको कैसे पता चलेगा कि वो person is going through something bad in his life, or
Okay, Jada, okay, it is like on an interaction, how you would come to know. That is what you mean.
yeah.
ओके कैसा है कि certain things जो traits है people would be suddenly having a shift in the personality. जो बहुत ज्यादा बात करते हैं वो लोग बहुत शांत हो जाएंगे, तो वो लोग कुछ ज्यादा बोलेंगे नहीं, तो that could be a symptom of stress. Okay, अगर कोई बहुत कम बोलता है वो लोग फास्ट फास्ट बहुत बोलेंगे एंड काफी चीजों को बार बार रिपीट करते जाएंगे. They might repeat certain things. Okay, that could be one of the symptoms. Third symptom would be they become very forgetful. आपने 2 दिन पहले कुछ बोला and they don't remember that, and they say, oh, is it okay? Okay, so these are certain symptoms that something is not right. कुछ तो गड़बड़ हो रहा है कि वो लोग थोड़ा अलग बिहेव कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो ये थोड़े से सिम्टम्स है आजकल जो बहुत ही कॉमनली आप देख पाएंगे स्ट्रेस का जो पॉसिबिलिटीज है. बिकॉज सी हम लोग अभी टोटली जनरलाइज नहीं करते हैं, वी आर जस्ट फोकसिंग ऑन पैंडेमिक अभी क्या है. So these would be certain symptoms which can make you feel that there is something not right. People not responding to your text for a longer period of time, whereas they were not doing that earlier. पहले अगर आप कुछ मैसेज डालोगे तो रिप्लाई करेंगे, तो अभी अगर वो नहीं रिप्लाई करते हैं, बहुत टाइम लेते हैं, या बहुत ज्यादा सोना, okay, sleeping a lot, those all could be symptoms of stress. So you can slowly make out उनका. और या तो वो लोग बहुत रात रात तक ऑनलाइन रहते हैं, okay, they don't know what to do. Okay, so these could be like certain symptoms of stress. I don't say that everybody would be having the same symptoms, but then you have to trace for at least 2 or 3 points out of whatever I have told. तो अगर उनका 2 से 3 पॉइंट मैच हुआ, उसका मतलब उनको स्ट्रेस होने का काफी पॉसिबिलिटी है. सो देन यू कैन हेल्प देम आउट बाय आस्किंग देम. Okay, you can ask them like what is their schedule, what they are like what they are facing. Then you can give them instances, you can tell that even many of us are going through the same thing. Let us not make them feel very something like very separate or only they are going through, because there are many people who feel like maybe मुझे ही हो रहा है, बाकी किसी को नहीं हो रहा है, तो वो डर से वो लोग बोलते नहीं है. तो जब हम बोलेंगे when we open up, से मुझे ये सब हो रहा है, इवन सपोज आपको नहीं हो रहा है, बट इफ यू ओपन अप एंड से मुझे थोड़ा सा ना स्ट्रेस हो रहा है ये वो, तो लेट दे माइट फील एक कनेक्शन उन लोगों को फील होता है कि ओके एंड आई एम नॉट द ओनली वन. ओके, सो क्या होता है, इवन दे स्टार्ट टू ओपन अप. सो मेक देम ओपन अप, पहले समझ के लेते हैं कि क्या है प्रॉब्लम, एंड देन यू कैन गिव देम सम सपोर्ट. Probably you can have some common groups where we can share some common hobbies. You can go for that, or you can decide upon something, having a group chat and talking with each other. It is all about ये टाइम में जितना सब लोग एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट कर सकते हैं उतना अच्छा. Okay, so let's focus on supporting each other. Yes.
Now let's come to frustration. How do you take frustration on? Because we are so frustrated with everything in our lives these days कि काम है, घर का काम है, ऑफिस का काम है, बाकी सब जिनके बच्चे हैं उनको और भी ज्यादा frustration है. So how do you take that frustration out of yourself?
Yeah, we have very good techniques to actually vent out frustration. Okay. But about women especially, they have this habit of suppressing a lot of it, and somewhere I feel Indian society have to evolve a bit more, because this as I told, I wanted to discuss something serious here. Around 2016, that kind of a data, if you could see, like almost it is the same even now. Okay, but it is like total Indian women population in the world is 18%. Okay, but the suicides, Indian female suicides are around 36% of the global female suicide. Okay, so we are more than one third. So, and coming to the south, Southeast Asia, we stand number one. Okay, so somewhere I feel the society have to be more open and supportive towards women. Too much is expected, whether you are a woman from village, आप गांव से हो या शहर से हो, गांव में भी औरतें बहुत काम करती है. Okay, they work on the fields, they work at home, even at here, like people work, go to office, they work at home. Even when you are working at home, it is, I tell you, it's a very challenging thing. We shouldn't be like underestimating housewives. Okay, because they also have a lot of work to do, especially for many housewives, they don't even have a domestic help. For at least some of the people who are working out, they do have a domestic help. But now everybody is on par, like nobody is having domestic help. Okay, and everybody is working from home or they are working at home. And especially for a joint family, I know families जहाँ पे कैसा है कि कभी कभी 7-8 मेंबर होते हैं घर में, 2 लेडीज होती है, तो वो लोग पूरा दिन सबका खाना बनाओ, सबका नाश्ता, सबका डिमांड्स होता है, ये बनाओ, सबका अलग अलग नाश्ता, अलग अलग आइटम खाने में, फिर इतना बर्तन साफ करो, इतना सब्जी काटो, इतना, it is too much. And somewhere I think this all the people as a society, they have to be more responsible. She is a human being. Okay, try to understand that. So you can't expect her to like work 24/7 without rest. There are many men who have work from home, but after that they don't have much of work. Okay, there are many men who are completely supportive. I'm not talking about those men who are supportive. I really appreciate them that they are understanding this responsibility. But there are still families where they don't give enough support to women, and which is essential. If you really care for your lady at home, you have to support her in some cooking, some taking care of the house. You need a support. And I think women should also be more vocal and communicative rather than being suppressing all the thoughts. Sometimes you have to put your foot down and tell, no, I need help, you have to do it, or I'm not I'm not going to take all the load on me. It is because society expects women to earn, do so many things, but how far they have evolved. Okay, you expect a women to transform, but what about men? Aren't they also supposed to transform? So there has to be a balance somewhere. So that is why women are having so much of difficulties nowadays to handle these things. So coming to the things which I can help you with, giving some suggestions as to what you can do, because family, like your family is not in my control, you have to work on it. But what suggestions I could say for venting out frustration are these things which you can follow to vent out frustrations, which would be like certain emotions which has to come out. Okay, so now first is like you draw how you are feeling. Again, it is about whatever frustration you have, you just draw it up and try to make a monster out of it, how your frustration looks like. Make it, put all your thoughts into that paper. After you are finished, okay, you can just probably throw it off, or you can burn it off, but put all your frustration into a drawing. Just you can even scribble it up. No matter, like nobody is doesn't matter, nobody is actually going to view it and give you some certificate. आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, जो भी फ्रस्ट्रेशन है, आप पूरा ड्रॉ कीजिए एंड आपका फीलिंग्स बाहर निकल जाएगा. दैट इज वन ऑफ द वे टू वेंट आउट द फ्रस्ट्रेशन. Okay, so that you can do. Second thing is, let us focus on being very grateful. So we can just make a list of all the things which we are grateful about. Okay, जो जो अच्छा हुआ बचपन से आपके साथ, whatever you liked, whatever you have felt, okay, जो भी you feel as a blessing, try to make a list. It could be so many beautiful memories. You just have to sit and realize like you have been blessed, and there had been times where it was very difficult, but you have come out of it. So this too shall pass. Okay, so make a gratitude list of all the beautiful things you have experienced in your life, and going through that list itself would make you feel very comfortable, very happy rather. Okay, so that is the second thing, to vent out your feelings by focusing on the positive side. The third thing is, many people might be doing it. If you're not doing it, you can start off. That is, you punch a pillow. Take a pillow, just punch, because you can't punch people. You can at least punch a pillow. Okay, that is a way of bringing out your frustration. You feel good. Okay, you just punch a pillow and you are like happy about it. Okay, then the fourth thing is, you just scream. Okay, so of course you go to a separate room, lock the door, or you go to the washroom, lock it. Okay, so that you don't want other people to actually feel kya ho gaya yaar isko. Okay, but you go somewhere, go to a room inside, lock it, and just scream. Let all the frustration come out. You would feel very good. Okay, that vented up emotion has to come out. तो आप थोड़ा चिल्लाएं, बाहर निकालिए, कोई बात नहीं, आपको अच्छा लगेगा. तो just scream and let it come. This applies even to men. Okay, not only to women. Okay, so fifth thing is about let yourself cry. Now for the men, like society has actually conditioned them to believe that they can't cry. And somewhere it is like, if you see all the animals, they have this natural tendency that they are hurt, they would cry. Okay, the tears would come out. It is a natural thing. It is as natural as sleep, or as natural as how you feel like probably eating. So it is an emotion. Okay, suppressing an emotion doesn't make any sense. Okay, so the best thing is, like, you allow the emotions to flow whenever you feel like. So if you feel very hard, you feel like uh, every day is becoming challenging for you, so just cry it out. You would feel a bit better, because you can't cry for hours together. You cry after some time, you are like, okay, I am fine. Okay, so you are like crying and you are coming out of it, so that would be helpful. Okay, then whoever you have frustration on, you can even write their name and just tear the page. Okay, so that would be rip paper into small pieces. Write all your frustration, including people, circumstances, whatever you feel like. Okay, you can't rip people, you can at least rip a paper. You feel like light, you feel nice. Okay, you just write all your frustration and just tear it, flush it out, or burn it out. Okay, so these could be some of the ways to vent out feelings, so you would feel better by doing that. So these things you can do. Okay, so
Okay.
other thing about, you have certain questions, like.
No, I was gonna say that people who are watching us on Facebook, if you have any specific questions for Dr. Shweta, then you can write in your comments. But let us go ahead for now. So, Dr. Shweta, tell me, I've heard from a lot of people that meditation is a very effective tool in coping with stress, depression. So, how is meditation important, and what are some of the effective meditation techniques that we can follow?
Okay, yeah, meditation is something, which is like totally a very in trend also. Okay, and there have been so many researchers around the world in top universities. Okay, where they have got very very nice results. Meditation actually calms your mind. Okay, and it brings about a lot of clarity of thoughts, which is very essential. Okay, because a lot of problems happen because of lack of clarity and lot of confusion. So meditation helps you to have a lot of clarity of mind, peace of mind. It helps to have a better immunity. Okay, and you would be having better sleep. You would be feeling a lot of happiness without any reason. Okay, because the body and mind is able to function very well because of the calmness and because of the relaxation. And meditation is actually quite easy also. It's not very difficult like how people feel uh, about, oh, I have to sit for 1 hour or half an hour. You don't have to spend so much of time. even if you can just do meditation for some 10 to 15 minutes, okay, that should be fine. Okay, so now what all techniques I can help you is, one of the technique, this is I would not only cover the meditation but also some other techniques which could be very helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the technique which would instantly bring down your stress and make you feel a bit better is the pencil technique. Okay, so in the pencil technique, you can even use a pen. Okay, but it's called a pencil technique. You can use a pen or pencil, whatever you want. So you just have to like hold the pencil between your teeth and keep it like that for a couple of minutes. That is, you have to see that, you know, the uh, teeth, okay, is like it is, you're not closing your lips, not like this, like this. Yeah, exactly, exactly. But this being the pandemic time, please disinfect it. Okay, so try to, you know, use a sanitizer later on. Okay, so you just keep the pencil between the teeth. Okay, and that you can hold for 2 minutes. This you can do whenever you are doing some other activity also, like you're working from home, you're sitting in front of the laptop, you're anyways typing, you're feeling stressed out, keep the pencil in the mouth for 2 minutes. You're cutting vegetables, that time you can do it. You're watching TV, that time you can do it. So what it does is, you know, the brain is connected to the facial nerves. So whenever you are happy, automatically the signal is communicating to your your message goes, and your facial nerves would automatically come to a smile. Okay, now we are doing the reverse technique. That is, now you are not happy, but you want to trick your brain to, that, you know, to believe that you are happy. So by keeping your facial muscles as if you are smiling, okay, for a 2 minutes of time. So now you can just keep just like this. So better to keep the pencil in between the teeth. Okay, so you're tricking your brain to believe that you are happy. Okay, so the brain would believe that you are happy, and then, you know, you feel very relaxed and light, because the brain would start to produce more endorphins, and you would be happier, you would feel lighter, you would be de-stressed soon. Okay, that would be one of the technique which you can do. Second is peace and water. Okay, try to actually sip by sip, you know, if you have water, okay, by sip, when you take water, you just tell that, you know, I am peaceful, I am calm, I am relaxed, I am happy. So it could be some like 3 to 4 affirmations you say, but you take sip by sip, something like this. I just demonstrate a bit. Okay, you just take, if I am supposed to tell these 4 affirmation, I am peaceful. Okay, then I take a sip of water, and I hold it, and I tell I am peaceful, and then I drink it. Then for the second affirmation, again I take a sip of water, I say I am calm in my mind, and I drink it. Okay, then I give time for myself to settle. I'm not gulping the water down. I am enjoying sip by sip, and I am telling my mind and body to relax. So this technique actually works. Okay, when you tell the affirmation along with the water, take sip by sip and say I am peaceful. Then you take a sip. Second, I am calm, I am relaxed, I am happy. So these 4 affirmations along with sipping the water really helps to become very calm and relaxed quite soon. Okay, then the third is about some 15 magic breaths. That is, you know, you can just do deep breathe in and breathe out. Okay, likewise 15. But every time when you breathe in, you just visualize that positive energy is coming in and all the negative thoughts are going out. Okay, again you visualize that all positive energy is coming in, and all the stress, negative thoughts, everything is going out. So likewise, when you inhale, consciously order your mind, or program your mind to believe that, you know, all the positive energy is being taken in, and all the negative energy or any kind of stress or tension, everything is breathed out. Okay, so that you can do. So that helps you to relax well. Okay, so that is like the 15 magic breaths. You take positive energy and you breathe out negative energy or negative stress. Okay, Then there is this fourth one is the Shitali Pranayam. Shitali Pranayam is a yogic method, that is a pranayam which is very easy. Anybody can do it. Okay. And it would instantly make you feel very cool and calm. Okay. So this pranayam not only brings down the body heat, as well as it is also good for acidity and stuffs like that. But this pranayam is mainly for mental health. It is very good. Like it brings down any kind of a stress, negative thinking or depression. You are able to manage. You are able to manage with the Shitali Pranaya. How to do this? This is very simple. You just roll your tongue or you fold your tongue, something like this. Like how we used to do it when you used to, tease people.
Tease people,
Like that.
yeah.
Just hold your tongue, okay, and you just inhale through your mouth, okay, and you exhale through your nose. Yeah, exhale through your nose. You inhale through your mouth and you exhale through your nose. This seems funny, but it works. Okay, this you can
Yeah.
do for 10 to 15 counts, not more than that. Okay, 10 to 15 counts should be more than enough. So you can do it once in the morning, once in the evening. Okay, so that before sunset would be better. Okay, once in the morning, once in the evening. That should be fine, or at least once a day. Okay, you can do for the mental health. I'm not talking about any other ailments here, because I would be focusing only on mental and emotional health. So this is like if you are having a lot of anxiety, depression, or any negative thinking, Shitali Pranayam, that is folding your tongue, inhaling through the mouth and exhaling through the nose. And for the people who have problem holding the tongue, okay, some people do have the problem. If they can't hold the tongue like this, they can keep the tongue behind their teeth and then inhale through the mouth and exhale through the nose. Yeah, inhale through the mouth and exhale through the nose. Okay, so 10 to 15 rounds of Shitali Pranayam at least once or twice a day would be helpful. Okay, then coming to the pink bubble meditation. This is one of a very easy meditation. You just have to visualize a pink bubble. Okay, how a pink bubble looks like, it's like how you used to have any boomer or some chewing gum or bubble gum, and then you used to make a big bubble out of it. So you can just have to visualize a bubble. Okay, something like this. Okay, so you visualize this bubble, and what you do is just think about some 4 to 5 goals, not more than that. So just do like deep breathe in, breathe out, keep open palm, okay, on your lap. Just relax. You just have to keep your backbone straight and your body loose and relaxed. Okay, then you just do some 5 to 10 deep breathe in, breathe out. This is a meditation technique I'm explaining. Okay, you do just 5 or to 10 deep breathe in, breathe out. Think about one of a very wonderful goal, that is think about for the whole world, that if all over the world, like all the corona thing is gone, everybody is healthy, happy. See, one day or the other, this is going to be the norm, that everybody would be out of it. So let us think about a positive visualization, so that that would give a lot of calmness. Okay, so let us think about that the world is full of happy people. They are like out of corona, everybody is healthy, happy, cheerful. Okay, and everywhere you can see, visualize happy faces. Okay, after that you just visualize that all these images are inside the pink bubble, and then slowly visualize that the pink bubble is going to the sky, to the universe. Okay, your work is done. You have just sent all your thoughts to the universe. Your work is done. Then the second thing you can think of, that you are lockdown is out, you are going out, you're meeting your friends, you're meeting your people whom you like, you love, and you're spending good time with them, you're happy. Think about all the happy thoughts related to your life, about meeting people and all, and you can visualize that in the pink bubble, and you can send it up to the sky or the universe. Okay, then the third thing you can think about, probably about your health, that you are like having best of health, you are like very fit, you are like very becoming more beautiful. If you're having any pain, all those things are gone, you're enjoying perfect health. Okay, that you can visualize, and then you visualize it in a pink bubble, and then you send it to the universe. Third thought, fourth thought could be like any finance. Okay, you're doing very well in finance, you are making good like career progress, very good income, promotions, or you are going doing good business. Okay, you can think about your career and finance, and then you can visualize that it is all going in the pink bubble and going to the universe. The fifth thing could be your personal goal, it could be your relationship, it could be travel, whatever you like. It could be a promotion, it could be some exam clearance, whatever is your personal goal, you can think on that, and as if that is being achieved, and you can visualize that in a pink bubble and send it to the universe. After this, just think, thank all the beautiful things in your life. If you believe in God, thank God. If you believe in some super energy, you think, oh, thank that. Or if you like, you can thank your parents, elders, everyone. Then thank your soul, thank yourself, and then you can open your eyes. So this could be something which could shift your focus from negative things which are happening to a positive visualization. And daily, if we have positive visualization, we can definitely bring a lot of positive changes in our life, because after all, everything is also in your control about how you manage your own life and emotions. Okay, so
Right.
if you are happy, you manage your life in a much better way. So these things would be helpful.
Okay. Um, so I've personally tried this pink bubble meditation. It really helps. You feel instantly happy. So we have a question from someone. How do you deal with people who do not understand your value, either at work or at home? You constantly feel that you're not worth anything. So how do you deal with that kind of a situation?
There is always about certain personal boundaries which people are supposed to make. Okay, somewhere the personal boundary was not set. That's also a reason why people take you for granted. So it's okay, whatever done is done, but you can start to have that personal boundary where you can, if you feel like people are not valuing you can probably start with communicating. Okay, at least try out. You might feel that nobody is going to understand, it's okay. At least you can just be a bit soft spoken, and you can just communicate that I feel a bit suffocated when you treat me in a bad way, or I'm not very comfortable with that. So can you be a bit more friendly towards me, or can you be a bit more supportive or appreciative? So at least start with the communication, try it out. Okay, where you can express that whatever you are going through. Let us not assume that people will not understand. Let us at least put some some step we can take. Okay, that could be the first thing. Okay, the second thing is, wherever you feel like the personal boundaries are not respected, you have to be more vocal. You have to say, I'm not liking it. Okay, I don't know whether you would like if I do the same thing to you. Probably then ask them queries, ask them some questions. Are you comfortable if I behave the same way? If they say like you like why would you say that, they say just as a human you are supposed to respect boundaries. Certain things are not accepted. I know like it is difficult for many people to communicate, but you have to, because there is no one who is going to come from outside. Now you are a grown up, no teacher you can complain, your parents are not going to come. Okay, so you have to take a stand, you have to be more vocal, draw personal boundaries that you can accept only up till this much. After this you feel like people are not respecting, you have to be more vocal. Talk very softly, you don't have to fight, but you have to communicate wherever you feel the personal boundaries are not met.
Right. We have another question. Even today, if you see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, it is considered a little odd, and people start judging you that ye kya fancy bimari hai tumko. So, what is your take on it? Do you think it is changing and people are like more receptive, more positive now?
Things are definitely changing. Uh, uh, that is a good thing when it comes to where you are exposed to many other cultures. Like you do have a problem when actually certain cultures we uh, have a bad influence also. Like when we are more exposed to different cultures, like that is bringing certain bad influence like drugs or alcohol consumption, which is becoming more. But the better thing about getting exposed to some other cultures is also where people are more open to mental and emotional health issues compared to how they used to be. Because now many people openly, especially when the Hollywood celebrities talk about mental health issues or emotional health issues, like especially like then Bollywood celebrities copy them and they also talk about them, these things, which was not the trend earlier. So now when many celebrities talk about it, people are more open to it, which is a good trend, which is a good trend. I appreciate there has to be more awareness. And when people are in a very successful position, not only celebrities, but even people on a day-to-day life, we should be more open about it. Because let us not assume that success is where you just go and you get it. All the successful people have gone through some or the other emotional or mental health issue at some point of time. Okay, because you lose a loved one, you do go into depression, or you face some financial losses, you do go into depression. There are many times where people have gone across or went into, probably they have not termed it as a depression, or they have not met, but people they have not taken a help medically, but they have gone through certain things. So there is nothing to be ashamed of. Okay, and even in Indian culture, there used to be those days, you would have seen any movies related to kings and all. They used to have some Rajguru who used to be their guide. So who these people are? Okay, those people used to be your counselors who used to counsel you wherever you are facing any emotional problem. So psychology was very much a part of our system. Okay, maybe not by the name psychology, but there has been a lot of research on Buddhism and psychology, which is parallelly happening. Okay, because we were very advanced and we were pioneer in the sector of understanding emotion and thought process. So I don't know, maybe in between we just lost it
Something
somewhere.
happened. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because of so much of invasions, we would have lost many of our scriptures, the procedures, and all. But now we're slowly getting those things back. And very good thing is so many Western universities are researching on all the Indian culture. So we would be again bouncing back. So that is a very hopeful thought, and that is going to happen. So which is a very warm welcome. So
Right.
there would be a shift, and definitely more people would be aware of giving more importance to emotional and mental health.
Right. Uh, all right. Thank you so much, Dr. Shweta, for doing this live conversation, because I went through a lot of stress and I saw my friends going through, a hard time. So I thought this conversation was needed during this time. So thank you so much for addressing all the questions I had and other people had. Thank you so much. And thank you for everyone who joined this live session.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Hetal, for this wonderful opportunity. And thank you, everyone, for being participating in this program. And I'm sure like you would have been benefited. And please do practice whatever you learned from here, whatever you got from here. And definitely be very hopeful about a wonderful future, because we all are going to march towards a very nice future. Together as a world, we are going to have a better world. So let us work on it together, support each other. And if somebody is having a problem, let us encourage them to get some help, either through you, okay, or through some medical help through some psychologist or psychiatrist. Okay, so let us do meditation, take care of our mental and emotional health. Thank you, Hetal. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, we are off Facebook now.
Okay.
Okay.
How was it actually?
It's very good. I saw at least 100 people, more than 100 people watching it. Let me confirm we are off Facebook.
How much actually were you expecting?